juxtaposition of riot police. When have you seen riot police at a tea party, by the way? Has anybody seen riot police at the tea party? There are riot police, and these people are getting into their position. And they start to chant. This was off list, by the way. This was just a spontaneous naturalism from these animals. And they said, "No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace." As they're on the verge of rushing towards the riot police to enter where the Koch Foundation people are. It was an inherent threat of violence, of rushing into the place where whatever they were going to do, I don't know, but they wanted to be intimidating, and they were intimidating. So they ended up crossing the street and getting within 15, 20, 30, about 30 feet away from them. And you could look in the eyes of the riot police. They weren't as amused as I was by my rollerblade situation. And it started to get really tense. And Brandon Darby, who knows these people, is like, "I'd get away from your rollerblades, because if they rush you, it's not going to be particularly fun to be an omelet." But we now had a DMZ zone. There was a DMZ, I swear to God. And I don't know why the riot police and the left allowed for me to be the sole person in the DMZ on rollerblades. I felt like I was on solid gold. I just was like, this wasn't my ideal audience, but I still wanted to show them I still had the moves. And so we started to realize what the game was here, because the Code Pink ladies, because they're tedious at this point, and boring, it's no longer fun to watch them, and they're not even good looking anymore. It used to be that they were like kind of slutty lefties, and they're like, "Oh, I could imagine at a bar." They're getting long in the tooth. They're yelling, no justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. And I went out, I roller skated up to Jody Evans, and I said, "Hello, Jody. This seems like a threatening act by the peaceful left against a peaceful group of conservatives who happen to just disagree with you with politics." And she said, "No, this isn't, no justice, no peace is not a threat." And this is how she described it. I have it on tape. Now I'm going to put it up so you can tell her I'm going to prove that I'm telling the truth. Because it was so funny. And it showed me how inflection in language is so important. She said, no justice, no peace means if there is no justice, then the corollary is there's no peace. I go, oh, that's what these people ready for the New York Marathon, about to rush the riot police is conveying. It's just sort of just an observation about human nature and war and peace. So what happened that day? Well, my bar trick works every single time. And in the DMZ, I'm rollerblading, and I'm starting to realize there are diminishing returns. We got them being violent. We got them saying they wanted to string up Clarence Thomas, that they wanted to kill Roger Ailes, that they wanted to start a bloody revolution. And so I said, you know what? I got all the content I need to show these "We Are the Left, Ask Us Why." I found out why, and they're not, I don't know, they're not American. I'm sorry, they're animals. And they're being organized by the president to intimidate the mass from shutting up, to shut up. And so I'm on my rollerblades, and it's time to pull my bar trick. Okay? And what did I do? I said to the crowd, okay guys, it's been a great day. Let's all go to Applebee's. Guess where they went? They went to Applebee's like the herd that they are. Thank you very much.